You want shirts? I got shirts.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie, this is Hero Wars Central, and today is Team Fight Tuesday, first installment we've done in a little while, and that's because we haven't gotten a new Hero of the Month in a little while. But the Hero of the Month on Facebook is, of course, the Fox hero, and she's a particularly strong support hero in that she supports a lot of physical attacking, physical damage dealers like Kark or Kira, Ginger, King Mao, that sort of thing. So since she's more of a support hero than a primary damage dealer or a tank or a healer, it's kind of hard to build a team around her. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit in my tier video that I'm gonna put out later this week. But I just thought I would show you a couple of team fights where you would take one meta team that normally wouldn't win, plugging in Fox, and then it'll ultimately end up beating the meta team that the team doesn't usually build. So let's start with the Orion, Dorian, Helios team. Usually you have Astaroth and Jorgen. Sometimes you have Astaroth and Celeste. And that team typically cannot beat the Kark teams. However, if you sub in Fox in place of Jorgen and Celeste, it takes a minute, but it does ultimately win. And the reason for that is because Fox does some damage on her own, sure, but she does a great job of limiting the damage of the frontline heroes, that is Kark and Kira. And you can see here that, once I ultimately do defeat Martha, this Orion, Dorian, Helios team does beat my Kark team, which is something that doesn't normally happen, short of using like Arachne or somebody similar. Right? So onto the next test. This is going to be my Kark team versus the Kira and Vari mixer blender team, whatever. Usually I cannot defeat this team. However, if I sub in Fox for Faceless, I can easily defeat this team. All I need to do is sub in Fox for Faceless, and that's it. And you can see here that I'm able to beat the Kira blender team pretty handy. Pretty handy. All I had to do is swap out one hero, and Fox is an easy to get hero. So subbing in Fox lets me beat that meta team. There are a couple of fun teams that you can use Fox with that isn't that common. Here's a Galahad, Ishmael, Nebula, Fox, Martha team that does pretty well against general purpose physical attacking teams, teams that have heavy armor tanks up front like Cleaver or Astaroth. In some cases, Galahad. And you can see both Ishmael and Fox do a boatload of damage. Good stuff there. And then let's take a look at a meta Satori team. So same team: Galahad, Ishmael, Nebula, Fox, Martha. This team isn't weak to Satori since it doesn't have Jorgen or Orion in it, but you can see it does handle the Satori team pretty well. And this is a pretty easy to gather team. This team, however, is not great against the meta. This Ishmael, Nebula, Fox core is pretty terrible against the meta. Most Kark teams, most Kira teams, most Twins teams. And Fox as a hero really doesn't do much against magic teams. And you can see here that same team as before, my Kark team subbing in Fox for Faceless as a maybe adding more armor penetration to Kark. And you can see here that it just does not go well for the for the attacking team. And the Twins team wins. Right? So I'll cover how I feel about Fox as a whole in my tier list video, but what I wanted to do, short of running subpar Fox teams against the meta, I thought that I would show a couple of the more popular teams that you can sub her into as a counter to those other popular teams, right? So if you already have a team leveled up and you're not interested in leveling up a whole new team just to counter the opponent's Kark team, the opponent's Kira team, the opponent's Cleaver Satori team, I don't know. This might be an option. Just slot Fox in. Shorter video than my usual Team Fight Tuesday, I know, but I think it is impactful just to kind of show the power of Fox. She's one of the most underrated heroes in all of Hero Wars, but she's pretty strong. Pretty strong against physical attacking teams. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Look for more Team Fight Tuesday videos every Tuesday, hopefully starting next month when we get new Heroes of the Month that we haven't had multiple times in a row. I love you all, and good luck in Dominion.